Now let's call her Cleopatra, Cleopatra. I'll watch your fish, yeah. Put your panties on in the mirror, Cleopatra. Then your lipstick, Cleopatra. Then your 6-inch.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this on this side. I really wanted to start my YouTube channel over, and I just didn't really want to do like the makeup thing or anything. Like, that's still a great hobby of mine, but I kind of really wanted to just do something I was really passionate about, and that would be film and the entertainment industry and stuff like that. And so I kind of want to just dedicate like my whole channel to just doing that. Yeah, this is gonna be a video about just tips, kind of how I got started in the industry, I guess, and tips on how you can get started too. I feel like it's hard, but it's not as hard as people think. Like, it's just about persistence, very like just persistence and dedication. And so let's get started. I would say I'm trying to make this like video not terribly long, but I feel like I definitely got into the industry my first time being, I guess, exposed to the industry. Let's go with that. Ooh, that's such good news. Okay, that's Stevie Ray on the phone. We're gonna talk about Stevie Ray. But yeah, so I think part of the reason I'm being successful kind of so far, just getting my feet wet, is just starting as an extra. I feel like that's my first introduction. I always talk about like the reason I wanted to start, the reason I wanted to be an actress and like kind of work in the film industry was I saw we did his family reunion, 4th grade, and I saw Keke Palmer, and she just did her thing, and she just evoked so much emotion out of the crowd, and I was like, dang, I really want to do that. And so that's that. So yeah, like just starting off being an extra, I kind of got to that point. I think I was submitting for casting calls like real young, like the fake ones that be like, oh, come work for Disney, yada yada yada, be on Disney Channel. Like, I used to fall for that until I realized it was fake, because I would be like, Mom, like, I could be on Disney, we just have to send them $10,000 and they gonna put me on Disney. Like, that's how I really be. They be asking you to send them money to, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And you really will learn that people really scam off your dreams. And so that kind of like pushed that aside, and I started applying for Tyler Perry casting calls and just like any people that I saw was filmmakers online. And so that's how I kind of came across Damn Right Originals. So I submitted for her casting calls. That's Nakia Steffens. Damn Right Originals is a really good company in Atlanta, and I was applying to her stuff. I was like 15. The role could be like for a 20-year-old. I was just like, yada yada yada, I'm really mature, I can really play this part, like, you know, just trying to finesse. Oh my gosh. Being an extra really taught me a lot. Like, it taught me so much. Like, just being on set, and you just really, like, I was there to learn. Like, I know people be there and they be trying to flex and everything, like, do you, whatever, but like, I was just trying to observe and like talk to people and just learn, hear about people's journeys while they were, because they were essentially on the same thing as me, like trying to make it. So I was just trying to talk to people and stuff like that, and I really learned a lot. My first extra experience was Tyler Perry's Acrimony. We filmed that in 2016. It was really good, and so like I'm really trying to like put y'all on, like I'm really just trying to make it known on how this could be YouTube. Like, I hate the way that sounds, kind of like I'm just way up here, but like, no, it's just like, it's all about just information. I feel like, you know, sharing is like literally how all of us comes up. One thing I'm really gonna do, tell y'all about 3 websites y'all need to look into, or companies should I say. But the casting company for Tyler Perry for extras was called SCA Casting. That's SCA Casting. And so they would post a lot of casting calls for the Tyler Perry stuff, and I would submit to them. Now, I had submitted for years, like, yeah, I think the old email address was tylerperryextras@something.com, like whatever. So I had just been submitting to his casting site for years. I was 18. And it was in September, so like September 2016, that's when I finally heard something back, and I thought it was a joke, like really thought it was a joke. And looked into it, and it checked out, and like I didn't have a car, you know, paying this guy drive me to Atlanta, and I was on set the next day. And like, just being on set, like, you really have to, you never know who you're talking to. Let me say that like that. Like, first of all, be nice to everybody. Like, not be like a pushover, but like have respect, have manners, be nice, like have fun, but still realize that it's a job, and don't overdo it. And so yeah, like I would just make sure I was on time. I talked to the people that was checking us in, just trying to make their life easier too. Like I would sometimes bring pens to set, because I know like when we're on set we have to use the pens to fill out. That light just went out. We gonna go strong with this light, but this kind of look better. I don't know, but ooh, shining. But yeah, so I'll bring pens to set. I'll really try to be an asset and just like kind of just be like, I don't know, just show them like I wanted to be there, and I was like grateful for this opportunity. And so just talking to people, because that's really all you can do when you're an extra. Like, you're gonna be in holding until they need you, and if they don't need you that day, then you just go home and get your check. But you really have to keep busy, and that's why I try to learn so much, and like just seeing how setup is and seeing how calculated everything is. And that's one thing, like a Tyler Perry set is like probably way different than like a regular set, especially when he's playing like multiple characters. Like I was an extra on Medea's family funeral, and you know he plays 4 characters in that movie. And so just like seeing like him do one with all the stand-ins, one take, and then you know he does another take with a different character and all the stand-ins, like just seeing the process and how it translates on screen is so just an amazing feeling, because like you have memories attached to seeing this. Like, wow, I saw this in real time, and now it's like on a TV screen forever. And so I feel like that's like the coolest thing, is just being an extra. And yeah, like sometimes like, I even got to talk to him one time. Like I remember he was making comments that like a girl's hair was too big and her hair was in the way of the shot. And I had this new hair. It's not on right now, but I had this new hair from Boho Exotic Studio. It was, what curl was it? The rich curl? Something like that. And it was just nice and voluminous and all that, but it was like blocking his shot. So he came over, he was like, oh, I like this Shaka Khan look you got going on, but it's blocking my shot. I was like, what? Like, dang, I'm blocking Tyler Perry shot. Ew. Like, I'm disgusted with myself, you feel me? But and so he was like, oh, but like, you know, it's blocking my shot, so what I'm gonna need you to do is like, when I say action, I want you to get up and walk over there and talk to that girl over there, but you gotta be quiet because we in the library. And so I was like, alright. So I was trying to make sure like I did not make a sound, like just making sure, like, and it was a wooden floor too, and I was just tiptoeing like 3 blind mice or something like that. Yeah, so just stuff like that. Like, stuff can happen on set. I've seen extras getting bumped under principals, getting lines, and yeah, so anything can happen. Being on set is a great experience, and even if you're extra, like, there's no small part, there's no small role, nothing like that. So it's really just a good learning experience. From that, so that's one thing I would say. SCA Casting, Central Casting, you can find them on Facebook. I believe they have an Instagram page as well. They have an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, website. They'll post casting calls too. So that's SCA, that's Central Casting, and then you also have Project Casting, y'all. Project Casting is like the best thing if you're trying to get started. Like, they literally post casting calls for everything. Please, if you want to get started, especially if you live in Atlanta, if they post casting calls for anywhere, but like, if I can drive to Atlanta, and so like being able to just go to, first of all, we ain't gonna act like Atlanta not Black Hollywood, like just being able to go there because there's so much production there, like it was really good. So Project Casting put me onto a lot of other casting, legit casting companies. So please hop on Project Casting and just see what you can find, see what you can apply for. When you do that, I did not take headshots until this year. I was doing my headshots myself. I mean, clearly I have a camera, and so I was doing headshots in my room, making a backdrop. Like, I was really what else I would do? I would go to this apartment that had like this white wall, and I would take my headshots across the white wall. I remember one time I bought some scrubs from Walmart, took the headshots in them so I could have like a nurse look. and then I took the scrubs back. I ain't need them scrubs. Like having pictures that could kind of fit each role that you'll be submitting for. So like I loved having those nurse ones because they'll post a lot of casting calls for a nurse, and like if I could already let them envision me in that, that would help my chances. And so stuff like that, like you just really have to think, how can I make them choosing me easier? Like honestly, that's just how I was thinking. How can I make them choosing me easier? It worked. Like they was posting for the casting call for Acrimony, it was supposed to be like 90s looks because it showed the throwback scenes of how the two lead characters met. And so I dressed up in 90s. Like I feel like I kind of do that already anyway. And so I felt I dressed up into my 90s gear, and like it was just easier for me to pick them. Like I would wear the stuff to set and they'd be like, oh, we don't gotta dress you, like you fine. Like I'm like, exactly. So stuff like that. Just really trying to see how can I make it easier for them to choose me as far as being an extra. Another opportunity I'm gonna tell you guys about, hopefully it comes back, I did it in 2018, is the American Black Film Festival Greenlighters Academy. So I did ABFF Greenlighters Academy in 2018, and it was just really a dope experience. I really hope they bring that back for a lot of people that I shared that information with. Like they really are interested in the program. So if y'all watching this, like I really hope y'all bring that back. But yeah, that program was really good at kind of ushering the participants in there into like these industries. And so they flew us to LA. They chose 5 students nationally, and I was one of the 5. And so they flew us to LA. We got to go to BuzzFeed headquarters, Netflix headquarters, talk with executives at Turner, TBS, Cartoon Network, and it was just really a good experience. Like just to be in those spaces, be in those rooms, be in the city and doing something like that. Like that was just being able to be in a space where you can build those relationships. Like I still talk with people that I met from that LA trip that are out in LA that are successful. I'm talking about grown-ups, girl, like grown-ups, like talking to them, trying to, you know, just let them, make them aware of the goals that I have and how that can align, you know, with them in the future too. And that really helped me a lot. So I would definitely recommend that program to anybody interested in film. The application wasn't even long. I'm just throwing that out there. Like I almost did not do the application, which is so, I literally did the application on the last day and something just told me to do it. And I'm so grateful for that because ABFF has been really instrumental in my growth. I think about that a lot. I'm like, bruh, literally just doing that program literally changed the trajectory of my career so far, and I'm really grateful for it. It's the people that I met, the experience that I had, my first time going to LA, like it was just a really good experience. So that's Greenlighters program, that's Central Casting, SCA, and Project Casting. Yeah, I don't really know, well, I'm not gonna say I don't know, but that's kind of where I want to wrap this video up with. Just like the basic things that you could do right now when you click off of this video and you like it and you subscribe to it and you comment and tell everybody that it was great and you share it to 3 to 5 homies. After you do all that, then you can go to Project Casting and look and see that is casting, and blase is casting, and you can submit and, you know, be on your way. So that's what you should do after you do all that and send it to the homies. But yeah, I really would appreciate if you guys drop questions. Like I said, this is something I'm really passionate about, so any way I can share my experience is how I want to utilize this channel for. And so yeah, if you guys have any questions, you want me to kind of narrow into something more specific, or any advice, shoot, like who knows who's watching this. Like if y'all got advice, let me know. Let me know so I can pass it on. So yeah, subscribe and all that.
But now let's go to Cleopatra. I'll watch you fish, yeah. Put your panties on in the mirror. Cleopatra, then your lipstick. Cleopatra, then your 6